Welcome to the Lead Pedal Podcast with your host, Bruce Outridge, where he talks all things trucking. Now let's get rolling.
How's everybody doing today? Welcome to an edition of the podcast. Today, we are going to take a tour of the new Woodstock, Ontario truck stop by Harnwall Energies. This thing opened, actually it opened back in around April, May. It is now kicked off. But what I didn't understand is the history of Harnwall Energies. And we're going to be talking with Patrick Deschamps today. And he is part of Harnwall, and we had the opportunity to sit down with him and learn about the history of this truck stop and what their plans are for the future. And folks, they are taking your suggestions seriously. That's what's going to make them great. You can learn more about them at harnwallenergies.com, but we are going to jump into this episode because I know you're going to love it, and I was impressed with the history because it actually started with people like us. That's going to tell you something. All right, before we get to that, though, let me tell you a little bit about Rosedale Transport. Rosedale is a great company. They've got terminals all across Canada, been around as long as Harnwall, around for over 50 years, and they have opportunities in local work, regional, highway, and owner-operator. If you're looking for a stable fleet, you're looking for a fleet that really cares about you, you're going to love Rosedale Transport. All right, let's get on to our interview with Patrick. I know you're going to love it. And if you're going through Woodstock, Ontario, get off at exit 230. Just go to the right while go north. Because if you're going the other way, you might end up south. Go north. Just go north, and then you will be right there at the truck stop. And check out their proxy retail stores as well. This is truck. I'm not going to tell you about it because this truck stop has so much to offer. Let's get on with it, shall we? Here we go.
Be sure to share the podcast on your favorite social media channels.
All right, we're here at the Harnwall new truck stop at the exit 230 in Woodstock, Ontario. I'm here with Patrick Deschamps. Patrick, how are we doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Great. What's your role? What's your role at Harnwall here?
I'm director for our Cardlock assets across Canada. So basically our Cardlock network, programs, and sales. So in a nutshell, we at Harnwall, we operate under two brands, so the Esso Cardlock brand as well as our Harnwall Diesel Commercial brand. We're mainly focused in Quebec for now. We have 10 of the 11 Esso Cardlocks in Quebec are our own, and we manage and operate those, as well as an additional 20 other locations that are Harnwall branded. And we have a few partners out in Ontario. So on the 401, Spencerville is our partner. So we operate that Cardlock, and we're very proud to have launched our flagship travel stop, which we call here Proxy Travel Stop.
Okay.
It's the first of more to come, and we've done a lot of work in the last year to reopen. Now it's been 3 months. Been reopened 3 months now, so it's a full travel stop for both commercial drivers as well as the retail motorists and their local population.
Now, I've been a driver for a long time. A lot of us just think of a truck stop. We have our favorite chains, we have our favorite stops, but I did not realize the history that Harnwall has, and you were telling me about that offline. So maybe you can just give me a brief version of that, because to me that's the interesting story of how this kind of got started. If you don't know that story, you look at this and you go, well, it's just another truck stop, and that's not what we're here about.
Well, we hope not. At the beginning of, the company is 65 years old. We are a native of the province of Quebec, and we've grew out of that. The regional development took us everywhere in Quebec, in the Maritimes, and now in Ontario. But essentially, we are a energy reseller, and we do all energy. So our business is multiplied in different segments, whether it's our propane business, our aviation business, our fuel delivery business, and of course the retail gas stations and C-store, as well as our Cardlock business. So in a nutshell, the business now operates in multiple provinces in Canada, centric in Eastern Canada, right. I would say. We promote highly our authentic recipe, which is our Proxy signature, our Proxy C-store. We believe we are amongst the best C-store operators in Canada, if not the best, and we're very proud of their rendering and what we have brought to market the last 5 years. So we're quickly growing, we think, outside of our natural market, because we're doing well in Eastern Canada, and there are other opportunities, and we're looking at hopefully expanding where the customers are.
But yeah, and you were telling me though that it started with one gas station, and the person was a driver that kind of started it, and you've been trying to keep that small family style feel to it, while being, a competitor with a large company. So that's what's making this different. And that's what you were telling me. And how are you making that different?
I hope. I mean, the DNA of our company, we're still a family-owned operation and company. So the Arnois family still owns and manages the company on a daily basis. So Serge Arnois, our president, is highly involved in our business. And yes, just to do a small parenthesis, Serge's father started the business a long time ago, and he was delivering heating oil and fuel with one truck. And one day had a chance to add a gas station to the business, and one gas station became 2 and 3 and 4. And throughout the years, the business grew in the retail space. And then more opportunities came in the last 15 years where, at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, what are we really? And the company realized we were a very good transport company. And we were very good C-store and gas station operators.
Right.
So what else can you do if you can transport liquid and molecule? Well, there's all kinds of other liquid that are relevant to what we do. And today the business is still highly focused on delivering the different energy sources to our customer, whether it's, like I said, propane, aviation fuel, or any other energy sources that can be delivered to gas station or directly to customers. But the truth of the matter is, today the business is large, and we tend to think that we have many business. And in order for us to continue to maintain the authenticity that was always the trademark of our company, we made it a true core value of our business. And it starts with the ownership, and that's something that they push really hard to all of us. The 2,000 employees at Arnois to continue to be close to the customer and understand what they want and where we should be going. So our customers are basically telling us the next steps and where we should be going, and we want to try to keep that.
Your office is actually at the truck stop. It's not in some tower down on Bay Street in Toronto. It's actually right here,
And even better, I mean, our head office, the actual physical head office of Arnois Energy is still at our distribution center in Joliette, Quebec, in Saint-Thomas. So you come to our office and you will see our lube distribution and DEF and windshield washer manufacturing plant, which is all underneath, so yeah.
So let's break it down a little bit. Let's start with the energy. It's a Esso fuel card lock. And you have other services as well. You're doing propane and other energies as well, right?
Well, here on the premise, we call it a full stop. So this is a full travel stop. So our numerous customers come with different needs. So whether it's the vacationers, campers during the summer period, we have our RV fuel island, which has both gasoline and diesel, and we have the auto propane, and the cylinder refill. So that caters to one particular business. I mean, our gas station obviously is for motorists, and our C-store is for everyone. It's for our commercial partners, our commercial drivers that occupy the card lock, consume our card lock products. And the mix of products that we brought in is to make sure that our local population also is served with what is needed in this area.
Okay, so you're way more passionate about your C-store than I've ever been about any C-store. So tell us, there's some specialties there. Home cooking came to, I don't know why it's food, Patrick, but I always seem to focus on that. So home cooking. So tell us why the C-store it seems to be a center for your brand. Why is that?
Well, the Proxy brand is core to our growth in the last many years. Two things. First, we all went through COVID, and a lot of things changed after COVID, especially on the commercial side of the business. So our truck drivers, a lot of things changed. And why I focus a lot on the value of our C-store is we're trying to make the C-store, today our Proxy C-store offering, we're trying to make it for the new generation and what's needed out there. we have a recipe that we think works really well. We've brought that recipe here, but rest assured, everything that we've designed for Woodstock was done based on over 2 years of research. We went everywhere. I had the privilege of being in Australia. I went and looked at the offering down there. Colleagues were in Northern Europe. We did all of the truck stops in the US, and we tried to get best practices. But best practices was just a list of topics that we wanted our drivers to tell us, is this still relevant today? And what we heard was the commercial drivers are now more focused, more so than ever, on having access to healthier food, having access to diversity, and having a product lineup that is fresh and made with real ingredients and real people. And so that's something that we have started years ago to supply our proxy offer everywhere we have Proxy C-Store, and we brought it here. So here at Woodstock, we have our own kitchen, and the kitchen makes daily fresh everything you see in the ready-to-eat section. The ready-to-eat section is essentially an offering that's based on our recipe book, but we're always taking feedback. And for example, here our drivers, the East Indian community has a lot of requests for rice-based products and recipes that we have now looked at manufacturing here. And it's unique to Woodstock. And we make these recipes fresh for these people, our drivers, every day.
Wow. And we are sitting in, it's soon to be open. It's a Tim Hortons area here now, but you're going to have like a Tim Hortons, you're actually looking at some other restaurant opportunities for the future. So you want to talk a little bit about what's going to happen over in this section?
So Tim Hortons is a large partner of Arnoir Energy everywhere. We have C-stores in Quebec, so we have multiple dual site with Tim Hortons. So it's something that was expected, requested, and asked from the clients. So we thought it was a good fit for the actual truck stop. But more so that this is one quick service restaurant. There will be two other offerings that will complete the total offer here for the QSR quick service restaurant offering. We are looking at a complement from what's available in our proxy, so ready to eat and also on the shelf, to complement all this. So next time we talk, Bruce, maybe we'll have a surprise and we'll have more announcement for our next partners in crime. The work is highly advanced, so in a couple of weeks Tim will be able to open, so we're looking at end of summer, early fall. There will be a drive-through, obviously, for motorists, so that will be a very good asset to add to the actual offering today.
Not for trucks, though, right? Trucks and drive-throughs don't usually work too well. I've seen it tried before.
I wanted to have it. I wanted it. The issue is it was difficult to have multiple drive-thrus, and obviously we don't want to mix trucks and cars, so so we elected to keep it for cars.
Smart move on your account. Now, what's happening in the back? There used to be offices back there. There was some services for drivers. There's showers and stuff. Is that still?
Yeah, it is a full-service stop, and we take great pride in what we've rebuilt and prepared for our drivers. So the back of the building is mostly reserved for our commercial drivers. The retail part is the front of the building. At the back, we have 12 showers reserved for women and showers reserved for men. Each shower is now built into an electronic system where the driver will come, they will get their PIN so that they access the shower with their PIN. Once they exit the shower then becomes closed for sales up until the actual janitor has made a full clean of the shower. So we always have fresh showers. We provide for free towels and all of the products, shampoo and soaps is provided.
Are showers still tied? And it's been a while since I've been in the truck, but are showers still tied to the fuel? Like you get fuel, you get a free shower, or has that changed?
No, it hasn't changed. So it is one of the perks and rewards that is intimately associated with giving us the business. You give us our fuel business, we are happy to complement that with the shower. So here at Arnois, and in every Arnois stops, a 300-liter fill-up, which is not a lot, grants you a free shower. You can also purchase a shower if you don't buy fuel from us. And we'll talk about it maybe later, but we have a loyalty program specific to our drivers called DCR, Driver Club Reward. And as they accumulate rewards through their fuel purchase, that also can be transformed into more showers if need be for free.
Okay, so let's talk about that since you mentioned it, and I didn't even know you had that. I just used your complimentary 10 cent a liter bonus to fuel up. I was almost empty. I waited till I was here. So I told her we might have to push the car here, but we got in. So, but tell us about this membership for drivers, because that's a key thing for people to know.
I think so. And so while we looked at the how the market has evolved, there has been multiple attempts by different marketers to provide some loyalty, retention, value, currency, call it what you want, for drivers. Very few have succeeded for good and bad reasons. But there's one thing that remains a certainty. When we onboard new customers, new companies, transport companies, we all know that the negotiated deal is through fuel pricing, and the discount price profits to the company. So if they get a good deal on fuel, it's good for the company. But what's in it for the driver? So the driver that pulls up here and fuels at a very good price doesn't get anything. The company gets the value of that discount. So we're always thinking about, okay, so how can we make it more interesting and rich for the driver? So our DCR, Driver Club Reward, is our own Arnois loyalty program that we just launched with Woodstock. It is destined to be, we will expand the program to other proxy travel stops. So without divulging big secrets, that it is the intention of having more than one proxy travel stop across Eastern Canada, where the drivers can accumulate the value, the reward, and also exercise the value in exchange for perks and benefits. So really, the ultimate goal is to tell the drivers, you select to do business with us, you come to us, let us take care of you in exchange, because we appreciate your business.
Yeah, and that's important for drivers to know. And you're in a perfect spot here, right up. This is the central area. Anybody going towards Windsor, Montreal, this is going to be a one spot. I've noticed you've done some great work just in decorating it and feeling very Canadian. It was a U.S. chain that owned the stop before, so I'm sure the Canadian drivers appreciate feeling that home. How do you differentiate from some of the other chains who say they're the Canadian chains, going? So I guess what makes you different than some of the other stops? Because there's a lot of stops along this 401.
I like the question. Authenticity is something we talked about from our perspective for product offering. We don't compete on our rendering. We are who we are. So everything that's here is our proxy Arnois signature. So if you come to any of our corporate stores anywhere in Canada, it will be the same signature. This is who we are, and we're very proud of it. We think people like it. I mean, we get good feedback, but it is our signature. I don't try to be better or different than others. This is who we are. So we just come out and we go to the dance. This is how we dress. We're comfortable in that dress. This is how we dress. And let's see what the other guys decided to wear today. But we think we do well, and the feedback is very good.
Oh, very, very good. Now, you've got a maintenance facility. Is that owned by you guys too, or is that somebody else? I know that's a big
mechanic. So our mechanic is a partner. So High County Truck Repair is our partner, so it is on the property, and we like to think that it is exclusive to the property. So if somebody is really stranded and is really in a bad spot, we'll respect that they have a mobile come on the premise. But we like to steer our customers to our. First of all, it's a wonderful partner. They do an excellent mechanic. It's a 4-bay. And they do pretty much every mechanical repairs and needs. So it's very exclusive. There's not a lot of truck stops in Canada that can actually say that they have a proper mechanic service on the premise. I mean, we have over 200 stalls for parking here, and our partner at the mechanic, they have their reserve spots as well, so their customer can have access quickly to the garage. And not on the property, but adjacent to the property, we have another partner, which is a separate business, but there's a truck wash as well. So if you consider the truck wash, the mechanic, and the entire full service that we have here on the premise, I'd say that it's pretty unique right now in Canada.
Yes, and it is important having that truck wash. I know it's a different name than the previous owners because they went out of business, but it's always been well used, no matter what we've done here. Let's talk a little bit about the lot. People, is it open 24/7? Can you sleep here? Do you have reservations for spots? Any of that kind of stuff? The world has changed a bit since I used to be here on the road.
It's a good question. Right now, we don't have logistics organized around parking here. So we're open for business 24 hours, and everybody's welcome to come here. Whether you buy fuel or not, you're welcome to use the facility. Down the road, there are opportunities to maybe organize differently. And I think this will be one thing that we will consider when we get to the crossroad.
Right.
So if one day, and I think it will come, we have to refuse people on the lot because it's full, we'll probably look at, what can we do better to organize it. There's a lot of things, mobile apps and all kinds of other systems that we can use. So presently, the lot is open 24/7. We have a small C-store that's underneath the cardlock canopy, and that C-store opens up till the night, but it's not open nighttime.
Right.
So during the night, if you need access to the C-store, showers and or bathrooms, you would come to the main building.
Okay. And you mentioned there were certain reserve spots, and I'm asking this because I've had a couple of people say, they parked in the wrong spot or something. So is it marked? Like, if I come in at 10 o'clock at night off the road, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, it's been a long day. Will I know where I should park or not park?
I hope. So we do have a marking system that is color-coded in the yard, so that helps. It doesn't prevent, it doesn't ensure that everybody parks at the right place, but most of the short and long-term parking spots that we do offer in the market are already occupied, so that makes it easy. So the furthest away is what we rent short and long term.
Right.
And the rest is all free parking wherever you need, and it's color coded, so the white lines are for everyday use, and the mechanic has got his own color, and then the reserve parking is another color.
So it's not a problem if I come in here and sleep all night with my truck in there.
We welcome everybody to come, and we actually hope you do use the facility to park and rest, and that's why we have the extended services here that are complement to people that come to rest. And if you need to rest and you need to have a shower, you need to use the facility, we hope we're going to be able to engage and have a conversation and see what else we can do for you.
You've been in the truck stop game a long time. Did you see that change? This was a big problem. The idea of parking a truck somewhere meant that driver was going to use the restaurant and the washrooms. The restaurants have gone. A lot of drivers don't get out of their trucks now. They're using things like your C-store and microwaving and those kind of things. Does that change the way you have to build a model for a truck stop? Because you still want them to come in, but where's the benefit to you if they're not really using a lot of your services? How does that work? Just an overview. It's just a kind of a...
I simply answered, I'd say, cost of doing business.
Yeah.
That's just the industry. That's how it goes. You said it. Things have changed, and we accept change.
Yeah.
That's how our consumer partners now operate.
Right.
I respect that. It is my duty to find where I can be relevant to them. And if it is just parking to sleep and not using any of my services, how else can I be relevant? Well, for example, let's get Wi-Fi free on the property for anybody that comes here, park on their truck, and if they want to watch Netflix or watch the news on their truck, allow me to enable that for you.
Yeah.
And then you say, well, what's in it for you then if they don't consume, if they don't come and buy anything from you? Well, what's in it for me is that this will become a stop of choice for those customers. And there will be the next day that they will need fuel, and there will be a next day that they will need something, and they will know that this is where I need to be because these people take care of us.
Good. Awesome answer. I didn't even know we were going to get that. That's great because, that's something that a lot of people talk about. Now, I have been in this parking lot for decades. on a number of occasions, I used to work with a lot of charities that have run anything from events to convoys out of here. What is your position or Harnwa's position on, do you guys get involved with some of these nonprofits that is trucking related? I don't know. You tell us who you're involved with. I'm not sure.
We are in our local natural market. So now we are, I'd say, new to this particular geography. We're still learning, and we're still making friends. Our first friends that we made here is to the local hospital, school, and church. There has been a lot of need to support the local community, so we do not want to waste and throw away good things. So sometimes it does happen that we will, instead of getting rid of some good products that are coming to the end of their shelf life, we will just take those and we donate those to the local community. So this is just one example. We intend on continuing to make a lot of good friends around here.
So if a nonprofit's interested, they could reach out to you and see if it's hosting an event. They used to do that all the time for many different organizations that I've worked with, so I know how important.
Well, we're highly engaged in multiple nonprofit in Quebec, and so, I mean, we have people dedicated to this at the office where, you know, if you have a need, you can write us, and then we'll engage with you.
Okay. Let's talk about your fuel card.
Yes.
Drivers can go online and get the fuel card. What are some of the benefits of having the fuel card? You've talked about a membership club. There's some promotion going on right now. The fuel card, how does it help me? Does it give me a lower price, or what does it do?
Yeah, in a nutshell, I'm proud to say we price all of our customers daily. So this is our go-to market. I think it has a huge benefit to our customers. We try to take the burden of the market shift on our shoulders and not let our customers suffer from it. So as everybody knows, the fuel price goes up and down every day, and it's outside all of our control. We try to help our customers along by kind of rounding up the peaks. Yep. So if the market goes up and the price goes up a lot one day, well, we try not to pass that to our customer. And if the price goes down very much, well, we try to pass as much as we can to the customer. So to answer your question directly, if you become customer of our portfolio, you'll have access to our different card programs, whether it's the Key to the Highway SO card lock program that we resell, or our own private label Harnwa Energy Express card, which is basically mixed fleet card that allows people to go in gas station as well as all of our card locks. Okay. So the benefit really is, first and foremost, is a more competitive price. Right. So all customers get a negotiated price. Right. So you go online and you don't get a price that's quoted online. You will be engaging with one of our sales representatives. They will assess your need. They will assess your business throughput, and then they will coordinate the right price, the just price, so that we can enable business to grow. And after that, well, when you're part of our portfolio, well, you get the benefit of everything else. So we take care of you, we communicate with you, and we have all of the other products that may be of relevancy to your business. So HGO windshield washer, HGO DEF, all packaged. So if you need any delivery in bulk, we can do all this. If you need fuel delivery in yards, we can do all this. Your propane needs, and if you fly a plane on the weekend, we can also provide avgas for you.
Wow, it sounds great. Is there a website for the truck stop specifically? I know there's a harnwaenergies.com website which has kind of the company information.
If you go to harnwaenergy.com, there is a particular tab that will bring you to our card lock space, and then within the card lock space, we do have a microsite that's specific to our travel stop.
Okay, so people can find out more information if they're not in the area yet, but they're planning on being and finding out. Patrick, thank you for your time today. That was amazing, and it's a great place. I've been in here a couple times. This is now my third or fourth time, and I plan to be back for the future.
Thank you very much for your visit. We welcome that you come back, and actually we have a date you have to come back, because within a couple of months things will have changed again here, so let's plan on doing this again.
I'm finding that out. Every 2 months things change, so thanks for your time.
Thank you.
What a great interview with Patrick. I know that you want to say this for yourself. They've got a lot of plans for this place, folks. So at the time that we were doing this interview, they didn't have everything open. So you want to make sure you stop by regularly, stop back. They got a lot of amenities that are really going to help you. And they've got some of the new technology happening that's really going to make life easier for you. So just check it out. Some of you had some suggestions. They were answered in this interview. If you missed it, go back and listen to the interview. Hey, did I tell you about Man Shower? They got showers at the Woodstock truck stop. But if you are not there and you need to keep yourself clean, and hygiene is a big deal, have I got a product for you. Have you heard about this product by Man Shower without an E? Folks, I didn't know about it either. But you know what? They are a giant wipe, like giant wipes. Look at the size of me. I can wipe. Anyway, these were set for gym people. That's who are using it. People that were going to the gym and had to go to the office or something. Truckers found out about this, and man, it has taken off. So you know what? That tells you a lot where people go, yeah, I want it. I don't care what they're targeting it for. I want it for myself. Man, it's got plant-based viscose fiber in it. It's a cooling menthol, and it's got eucalyptus, aloe, and aloe and vitamin E. All big words that I don't need to say, but you know what? They're thick and durable, and they're not as flimsy as... You ever try wiping down with a napkin? Not work. Okay, I know you want to try it for yourself, so here's where you do. Go to manshower.com, so it's manshower.com, and you know what? Use a code LEADPEDAL15, and you can get 15% off your first box. Try it for yourself, my friends, because I know you're going to love it for sure. All right, manshower.com is where you got to go. All right. Before we go any further, too, because I know you need to figure this out. If you need tax help, if you're a truck driver or an owner-operator in the trucking industry, you need help with your taxes. And you want to use people. Trust me, this is experience from me. You want to know people that actually know the industry. We use RS2000 Tax Services ourselves, and I want you to go to rs2000tax.com and give them a call. They come to you. You don't have to go to them. They work with you. They understand trucking and farming like the back of their hands, and they work with the trucking industry in Ontario, Canada. If that is you, go check them out. rs2000tax.com. Make sure you tell them that we sent you. All right. Great interview with Patrick. Thank you so much for being on, Patrick. Why not go over to Woodstock, Ontario, stop at the truck stop, have a look for yourself, check it out. Lots of amenities, lots of truck parking. There's the truck wash is still beside it. They've got maintenance on site, all kinds of fuel options. What more do you need? And you can have something to eat and have a shower. It was a beautiful place. You guys probably remember it's always been an old truck stop chain. Now it's got a renewed energy, and I got a feeling this place is going to be a game changer for the future. All right, so check them out. HarnwellEnergies.com is where you can get your fuel card. Go check them out over there for sure, and make sure you subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to this show on. All right, we love you guys. We'll see you out on the road. Be safe out there. Bye for now.
This has been another episode of the Lead Pedal Podcast. For more information or to subscribe to the podcast, visit theleadpedalpodcast.com and be sure to follow the podcast on Facebook and Twitter.